I'm amazing. Isn't this fun?
Right? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, hey.
Oh, thanks for having me on your show.
It's my absolute pleasure. Let me start. Let me welcome everyone into Beautiful Ashes, the journey, where we have empowering conversations to transform lives to individuals becoming their absolute best version of themselves. Today we have Miss MVP with us. Let's welcome her. Hello, Miss MVP.
Now, what is this? Is this your thing you do? What is
It
this?
is.
Are
It's
you
like it's just
snapping?
a thing. Instead of snapping, it's a little more
Okay, I see
intense.
you.
Like,
Okay.
yeah. If you see two, that means I'm really feeling it.
New shit. We say call that new shit in the poetry world. Oh, that's
Okay.
cool. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like because the energy, you got that energy got to flow. It got to flow.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
And we just want to welcome in the Holy Spirit to take control and
Ashe.
have His way and let somebody be blessed today.
Let
All
somebody be
right.
blessed today.
Period. Let them be touched
Yes.
and encouraged and
Now,
inspired.
I like to say exclamation point. Exclamation point. You know how they say period? I say exclamation point because it's exciting.
Hello, there go my son in the room. Hey, Daniel.
Hey,
All right, so we
son.
are gonna get started. I'm gonna start with reading your bio, and then we just gonna
Okay,
let this plane take off.
let's go. Let's go.
Yes. So we have MVP Spades, born Victoria Porter, from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that. Began writing poetry at a young age. She got her first taste of live spoken word performances in 2011. From that moment on, MVP took to as many stages as she could, reciting poems from her notebook. MVP was soon being booked for private and public events across the city. After her mother transitioned into 2024, you have my deepest condolences. She went through
2014.
a,
Thank you.
you said 2014?
Yeah. Does
Okay,
it say
24,
2024? Oh,
2014.
okay. Okay. Go ahead.
All right, 2014. She went through a deep healing process. Ooh, we're going to get into that. And decided to use her gifts to inspire and uplift others. In
Wow.
2015, she lost her 9 to 5 job and she committed herself to becoming a successful speaker and artist. She secured her very first speaking engagement in 2016 at Your Lips, Your Relationship Conference in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. In 2019, she took a leap of faith and moved to Las Vegas, Nevada for the Line and the Lights. Since being in Las Vegas, MVP has made herself well known in the creative arts community while taking on new talents such as comedy and music. She has hosted many events and performed at venues all across Las Vegas. All right, let's give it up again for Miss MVP.
Thank you.
All right, let's jump right on in here. Now,
Let's
you
go. I'm
first of
ready
all,
for you.
you from the mill.
Milltown from the east side, Buffalo and Burleigh, baby. Yes, that's right.
Oh, come on! You said Buffalo and Burleigh. Let's go. Me and my brother, we grew up on 12th Street and like right on Reservoir, 12th and Reservoir,
Okay.
like right there
Yes.
by Speed Queen
Yep.
in those townhomes. Yep. So
Wow.
yeah, I was like, okay, when I first met you, my brother was like, she's from Milwaukee too. I was like,
Look at us. Look at us from Milwaukee.
okay. And then I was because this seems to be a lot of people like relocating out here to the valley from the
It's true.
Midwest. There's a lot of Midwest
Mm-hmm.
people out here. I,
Mm-hmm. It's
I guess
true.
Yeah, I guess they tired of that cold too. So
You
what
know?
now when my condolences to you losing your mom, and I know how that
Oh,
healing process
yes.
can transform you in a way like no other
You
healing
don't even
can.
know what's happening.
Woo!
You don't even know. You know, the biggest thing I realized with my mother's transition was like, even though she had her own life and this is her soul's journey, I feel like her going on and transitioning was for me to evolve.
Mm. Wow. Unpack that a little bit for me. I know, and I get that. I got to give Lateris his shout out for that one because when I say unpack that, that's where I got that from because it is so
Okay, okay,
relatable.
I like that. And
It make it plain.
that's
Like
a great
unpack,
way to
let's
ask for
unpack
more.
that.
So it's like the the pain I went through of losing her changed me in a way that I wouldn't be where I'm at today. I'm very sure I wouldn't be even in Las Vegas probably if my mama hadn't died. Um, because her death, and it's been what 11 years. I
Mhm.
still say almost every day, "Mama, I can't believe you died." Like I still say it like it just happened. Um, but the just the grief that I went through and how and the decisions I made that I want to live a long life. Um, Not that I never didn't want to live a long life, but when I saw my mother's passing and then like my grandmother's, those that's the only generations I know, my mama and my grandmama. I don't know anything about my great grandparents or any of that. But seeing the age when they both transitioned, they're not old, they're in their 60s. And I'm like, that's not old. So like I literally
Right.
made a decision that I want to live a long life, you know, that I want to break that cycle, so to speak, you know. And neither one of my, on my mother's side, they had health issues. And so, you know, just the grief and then like making that decision and then, really thinking about, well, what do I want to do with this life? I'm going to live a long
Right.
time, but what am I doing while I'm here? Um, it just helped me to search a little deeper, search a little more. I was having a really hard time getting over my mother's transition, and her name is
Mhm.
Cynthia. Mama,
Okay.
I know you right here with me. She like, you better say my name, say my name, say my name.
Right.
Her name is Cynthia, aka Busha. That's what the grandma is in Polish. My mother is Caucasian, so I'm half white, half black. Um,
Okay.
but so like all of going through all of that and then realizing what do I want to do with this life, um and not and going from like I went from not really believing in myself to
Mm.
like believing in myself. Like I went from thinking I didn't have any like gifts. Like I would write poetry, but
Mhm.
it would just be like for me telling my sad stories to my diary. You know, I would write and I would write different things. And then it wasn't until whatever year that was in there, I can't remember, but that I went to shout out to Poetry Unplugged in Milwaukee, shout out to Quabana, Antone Nixon. I went
Okay.
to one of their poetry events, and that's the first time I saw spoken word, like people
Oh,
on
really?
stage, like
Okay.
presenting their stuff. And when I saw that, there was something in me that was like, oh, you got to do that. Like, this is what this it's like I was so called to it, and I had never done anything like that. And the next time they had an
Oh,
event,
wow.
I went up and I knew, like I felt like I knew if I didn't go, I would never go. You know what I mean? If I
Mm.
didn't go that night, and I don't know if that's true, but that's kind of how I was feeling in myself. Like if you don't go now, you're probably not ever going to go. So go up there and do your thing. And
Absolutely.
it's been a hit and run ever since. And I started doing poetry like that before my mother transitioned, but when she died, and that was one of my sad things. She always wanted to come to the poetry night, and I never really was trying to let her come because it was always like it's just loud and music, and I was just and my mom would see the old white lady with a cane, so I used to feel like, oh, mom, I don't think you're gonna really want to go to poetry night. But I wish I would have just let her go to poetry night. Anyways,
Yeah.
but when she died, I was able to just look at how like where I was in my life, realizing that I want to live a long time and I want to do something, meaningful. Um, it just allowed me to be open up to traveling. I have 4 sons in Milwaukee. They're all freaking grown now. I don't want
Okay.
to cry because I can't even
Mm.
articulate it. I don't under no one tells you what it's gonna be like when all your children that you've nurtured and birthed and grown all their life like move away, or actually I'm the one moved away, but grow up
Right.
and start having their own families. Like that is freaking crazy. Like I got grandbabies now. Like what?
Right.
Grandbabies where? Where? Where?
Right. Hello.
But oh man, I probably went off on a little tangent,
No, you good.
but
You are
yeah,
good.
it
You are good.
is
You in
so
vein.
it is so incredible to like I had said earlier, like I didn't really think like I did poetry, but I didn't feel like it was like a gift or something I could do with it. Um, and I really all my life felt I didn't have no talent, like none. I remember like,
Yeah.
oh, I can't do anything. I can't draw. I just felt like I didn't have any talent for so like literally freaking all my life. I was having kids and I'm like, I don't even have any talents, and I'm trying to tell them go be talented, but I
Right.
somehow like I got out of my own way. I got out of my mind about that. And so I took poetry to another level. I came out here specifically for stages and studios. I came out here to do what I'm doing, to host events, to just be immersed in the arts, and to get myself well known. I figured Las Vegas is a place where people from all over the world come here. So I never know who I can meet, um, that not only can impact my life, but that I can impact their life. You know what I mean? And
Absolutely.
um, and so yeah, so shout out to my mama. But that's when I said like I feel like her death was for me. It was for me to come out of my comfort zone, to come out of this shell, whatever I was in, whatever beliefs I had, and it was for me through her grief to evolve.
Now that's a beautiful thing. Do you in that, like, there's so many things wrapped in that. Do you feel like your mother was kind of like a safety zone? Like it was uh, like she was not so much, not a hindrance, but you felt
No,
like you needed to stay close to her.
no, not at all. And I honestly don't feel like I was close enough to her because
Mm.
when my mother died, she lived in another state. She lived in Iowa. I was living in Milwaukee raising my kids, and she had moved to Iowa. She found herself a nice old lady home with all her old lady friends and doing all
Okay.
her little old lady
Okay.
things with her little white dog. I miss my mama. I love her so much. Um, but it was like 4 hours away, and she was like, she always thought we would come visit her more because it wasn't that far away. But with just being a young mother, and I've never claimed the title of a single mother, even when I wasn't with the father of my children anymore, because
Hmm.
they still got daddy. So I'm not ever single, but I'm still going through life as a young woman, just trying to make sure the bills are paid and the bellies are full. You feel me?
Absolutely.
But so that I feel like I would have liked to got more closer to her, like to go see her more, make an effort more. Um, but she has always like we've been close, but it's not ever been anything like we can't be without each other. That sounds weird talking about my mom, but like you know
Well,
what I mean?
no,
Like
no, no. So
it's
you know
health.
that.
It was a healthy connection and a healthy bond. But I think it was the pain of just losing her in general that
Okay,
burst
got
me
it.
open.
Got it, got it, got it. Now, dealing with that grief, what would be your advice to those? Because there are quite a few individuals out here who are struggling with no longer having their mothers. Oh, wait a minute, we
Oh,
have, is this Voodoo Child? We love you, MVP, and then the
Chody.
Vaxvus,
I love you, Chody.
and then we
Chody's the money.
have, hey
Chody's the
Doris.
money.
Okay, then we got
So,
some dude named Tone came in the room. What's going on, bro?
okay, Milwaukee in the building.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, what would be your advice to those who, because some people don't have the best relationship with their mothers, and then they really don't know. I don't think they think about what it's going to be like when she's gone. And then you have those who have lost
Yeah.
their mothers and really don't know how to navigate it, and they're still struggling. What would be your advice?
So listen, I don't know, for people who don't have their mothers in their lives, or maybe they don't have a good relationship. I can't relate all the way. I had my mother. We did have times when we weren't talking. That was way like when I was probably in my 20s, young, just young before I had my kids. Um, but we always, came back together for whatever reason. And I would say this, I'm a firm believer that's what's for us is for us. And if for some reason your parent, your mother, anybody in your life really, that you feel like is not there but should be there, their absence is for you. It's not
Mm.
against you. And so don't take it
Oh, that's
personal. No,
good.
no matter the situation, no
That's good.
matter no the freaking the whoo child, the circumstances don't matter. But what matters is you have grace for them and their journey, and you know that they're not for you right now or maybe ever. And give thanks for that, because if it's not for you, why you want it so bad? You know,
Right.
it's like you want the absence of something you think it's going to be when it's there, but it won't necessarily be there when you know what I mean? And
Absolutely.
so just, have grace and have healing within yourself. And you got to understand that we all have a journey. And I believe we chose all our stuff. I believe we chose our
Mm.
parents. I believe we know what we're coming in here for, because it's not just about the relationship with the family, your parent. It's about your relationship with yourself and
Mm.
what you agreed to evolve into when you came to the planet. That's deeper than the surf official. That's not even a word, but I made it up. It's
Come on, it
different
is
than the
now.
than the surf official things, that we can cause ourselves to be hurt over. And if you lost
Yeah.
your mother, and even if you had a close relationship, I know it's hard. And let me tell you, I knew so many people who lost their mother before I lost my mother. And
Mm.
I remember just like thinking to like, I don't know how that feels. Like I don't even couldn't even understand how that feels. And then when I lost my mother, I just thought about all my friends that lost their mother. And I was like, damn, like that's how, like I don't know how you felt, but if it was anything like I'm feeling, let's just give each other a hug, because that's just crazy.
Okay.
But being able to like to understand that no one can tell you how long you have to grieve for. It's okay to miss your mom, or it's okay to feel sad. 11 years gone, I still cry often, and just random. It'll just be something that reminds me of her, or something that I think about. And right now I'm in the process, like I feel like those are those instances are my mother, like reaching out to me or talking to me, or sending me a message. And so it makes me emotional, but and there's nothing wrong with that, guys. You can
Exactly.
feel your
Exactly.
emotions. I've been a crybaby all my life, and even me calling myself a crybaby means I got a little stuff I'm still working on with accepting that fact. But it's okay. Don't even worry about it. If you gotta cry, cry. But I wanna feel more joy when I have those experiences. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Instead of like
Absolutely.
the grief. So that's what I'm working on. But But, you know, no one can tell you grieve however long you have to grieve, but also remember that they're still with us. And as soon as somebody transitions, we start talking about them in the past tense, like they don't exist anymore. But they still with us. They exist in the energy around us, and they're part of us. Like we are them. You know what I mean? So
Right.
so don't I'm gonna tell you don't feel, because you feel how you feel, but try to feel the presence of them more than the absence of them. And
Yes.
you can do that by honoring them, making them a special meal that they like, getting them their favorite drink, and just say, I'm gonna have this in honor of you, or just leave it out for them, like as a token, just so that you could feel it's more for you to feel the connection, because they not disconnected from us. It's us that can be disconnected from them. But you know, after a while, I've learned that you know, when I think about death and thinking about people transition, like I've had some friends that transition since I've been in Las Vegas, and
Mm.
it's such a I feel like the more people you know, the more chances somebody is gonna die. And it's a little scary sometimes because I
Ooh.
don't want to die. I like to want to live. But you just never know. But people gonna die. Like it's just the experience. We live and we die. And when our people transition, you know, I truly believe, even though it's their soul's journey, I truly believe those closest to us who leave are for our own growth, to help us grow. Because grief changes you. And you can decide
Mm.
if you want to elevate in that change or if you want to descend in that change. Because some
You
people, when they are grieving, they'll go down a dark path. But any,
absolutely.
I don't think either path is wrong or right. I think it's just the path that you're on right now, because you're not, you can always choose. Like you can go down another path. So,
Yeah, choices. That is beautiful advice, MVP. We got a couple of, we back up to, we had some comments here. So Tone says, peace all, LOL. Then Doris says, yes, that's been my experience too. And then we have Happy is in the room. Welcome in, Happy. Welcome,
hey,
welcome, welcome.
welcome in.
Greetings to you as well, Queen. And then some dude said, yeah, it's different back home. He said he's shaking SHM, SMH.
Shaking your head. Don't
Yeah.
shake it off, Tone. Don't shake it off.
Yeah, back home is, yeah, it is different back home. It is different in Milwaukee. But
It's
it's like that's the
very
different,
different.
what's the difference you noticed when you got here, when you arrived in Las Vegas, Nevada, right?
Yes.
How did you feel? How did that make you feel?
Oh man, I felt ecstatic. I was so happy to come here. Um, and I was so just excited for something new. Like there was something in me that was, that's why I left Milwaukee, because I felt like I was dying out there.
Mm.
I was raising my sons, in and out of marriage, and then a long-term relationship, and just navigating the systems of relationships and families. And I did good work in the community. I worked for a nonprofit. Shout out to COA Youth and Family Centers, who was a very, very strong part of my life while I was there, with raising my children. They went to the child care, they went to the after school programs, they went to the summer program. So it was a hub for my family. Um, and then I ended up working there and got a job and moved up, and so it was really nice. Um, but at some point, as my sons grew older, shout out to my sons, Michael, Joshua, Isaiah, and James. Yes. They were just, growing up and moving on their own path. And I was trying to figure out how to I think it was like the beginning of my like just awakening to myself and to my
Oh,
potential, because
oh,
I was trying to figure out how do I how do I, I felt like I was like trapped in the rat race, going to work every day. Plus, I suffer from depression and anxiety. Um,
mm,
and that was one of the first steps I took in controlling my life, because they told me I was going to have to be on medication forever. And when that lady told
wow.
me that, something inside of me was like, I'm not going to be taking these pills every day forever.
Right,
like,
right,
and if
right.
you do, I'm not saying this is just my story. Do what you got to do what's best for you. But I made a decision that day that I was gonna overcome whatever that was. So, but
A
that's a different
decision.
story. Yeah, but
Absolutely. But
everything starts with the decision. But
absolutely.
but yeah, so my kids were growing up, and they weren't, I did a lot in the community, and they weren't trying to be doing none of that shit no more. They're like, Mom, we are not going to another meeting with you, and I wasn't the one, I don't want to force them. Like, it's bad enough I used to force them. We're going to church every Sunday. I didn't want to force them. So if they didn't want to go, it was fine. But I was feeling down and depressed. I'm trying to figure out how to get out of this 9 to 5. I got fired from several jobs, all on like technicalities, but I never knew what to do with myself. Like I said, I felt like
Hmm.
I didn't have any talent. Like, I didn't know what to do. I knew I was good with children and families. I was a home visitor for an early childhood program called Hippie, home instruction for parents of preschool youngsters. I used to go to different homes and give parents guidance on how to work with their children. So, like, I knew I had these particular mindsets, but I just was sad and I was not happy. So I was ready to go. The opportunity came. A friend of mine was living out here, and his friend needed somebody to watch the kids so she could go to work. I'm excellent with children. That's what my degree is in. So I was like, bed, like, okay, I'm coming out there. I don't even care. I'm gonna sleep on the couch. I don't even care. I'm gonna be in Vegas, baby. Whoop de whoop de whoop. Um, and I came out here, and it has it has been a challenge. It has not been easy, um, at all, but not once have I ever just been like, oh, I'm going back home. I never felt like, I felt like this is where I was supposed to be, to do whatever it is I want to do. Um, and I have loved Vegas. Like, outside of my personal issues I was dealing with when I got out here, and just the
Hmm.
whole transition of evolving into my best self, I just love Vegas. Like, even though summers are the worst part, but I had the cold for so many years. I said it's just one extremity for the other. Like, you're either going to be 32 below or 120 degrees, So
Hello.
you learn how to navigate. I didn't have a car. I only had a car for 2 years, and I've been out here 6. So for the first 4 years, I didn't have a car. And I remember in the summertime, I would have like a tank top and my sports bra. I would have my big old container. I'll stick it right here with my ice water, and I would be walking down the street with my sun hat. Like, you learn how to navigate the heat. But I think Vegas has been like so good to me. Like, and I've been good to me. I didn't even really come out into the
Mm.
poetry scene probably till 2019, 2020, around when the pandemic was coming. And I got out here in 2019. So maybe it was like about a year. But I just, met up with Rail to True. Shout out to the True Spot. Shout out to Spotlight Poetry. Shout out to three Will Taylor 360. Oh, I can't remember his name.
It'll come
Anyways,
back to you. It'll come back to
yes,
you.
these
Let's
are
back
just
this up a little bit. Let's back this up a little bit,
okay.
MVP, because you have already been a blessing to Doris. It's Devaxfa. She has her personal portable parties. It's
Okay.
Devaxfa's in here, but she said, I thought it was just me. But I have had the exact thought, like, dang, I wasn't supporting people who lost their mom before me enough.
Mm,
Yeah, yeah, and when it get different when it hit home. I'm blessed.
it
Well, we're
does.
blessed to still have our mother, but I just it's like loss in general. When someone
Yeah.
is gone,
It's
When you
crazy.
lose somebody,
It's a hard feeling to navigate. It's a hard emotion to get through. But you just gotta always just have grace. Just give yourself grace for whatever you feel. If you're angry, you need to smash something, you need to cry, you need to write it out. You know, we always encourage healthy ways of expression, but sometimes you gotta just get it out. You know, they always talk about kids shouldn't fight. Let them fight, because whatever it is, they're gonna get it out, and then it's gonna be over with. Sometimes when you suppress those feelings, like those angry feelings and those rageful feelings, like it don't help it. You sometimes you gotta just get it out. So however you gotta feel your grief, you know, it'll pass. Feelings come and go. So just be grateful and graceful.
absolutely. Some dude named Tom said, "Heaven, yeah."
Heaven, yeah.
Heaven, yeah.
Heaven,
That's
yeah.
right.
That's what we like to say. Heaven, yeah.
Absolutely. Because it's,
And
I
see
mean,
what
you
I'm
know,
talking
when,
about? Like me, it was really me, but I have to give Falcon credit because he's my poetic gym partner. But it was really me came up with that term.
oh, okay.
Heaven, yeah. No, shout out to the Falcon. He's one half of my poetry team, the Poetic Gems. He helps me host a lot of events out here, and put on a lot of good shows for people.
Okay. How did you get into that?
Just like I said, just looking up where the poetry's at when I got here.
Okay. Okay.
And I just started going to open mics and performing. I was winning like poet of the night, and I kind of brought my sexy side a few times when they were have like what they call like erotica night. And I just started coming outside, you know.
Okay.
You gotta go
Okay.
outside sometimes. That's what you want is out there. So I just started networking with people. Also, I'm very well known for my Be Inspired inspirational messages. So that's another way I just connect with people and network, and don't be
Yes,
afraid
you
to ask.
do.
Okay, 3 for the pool. That's just another,
Yeah.
it's another way. And that I got this is a whole journey itself, this one product. But
Mm.
when I decided I was gonna stop uh being depressed, I wasn't gonna have to take medicine every day. I wanted to shout out my sister Disa, Simone in Milwaukee, because when my mama died, it was really hard, and I was just really having a hard time. And she suggested for me to listen to Les Brown. Now, I don't know if know who Les Brown is.
Yes.
He's a
Yeah. Come on,
motivator.
Les.
He's the
Powerful
GOAT, the
speaker.
greatest of all
Powerful.
time. And when I was listening to him, he really, even though I had made a decision about myself and I wanted to, love myself more, he really helped me see like where I wasn't really loving myself more, where I need to talk nicer and say
Mm.
more things and speak life out into the world. So that was one of the reasons I had created these messages, because one day I was just sitting down and I said, I want to make sure I'm only going to speak things that I want to come back to me, speak things that are going to uplift me, speak things that are going to empower me and pour into me. And so I just sat down. I believe these are spirit-led messages, and they just all flowed out of me. And I just used to use them for myself, and then I started selling them in little jars. I used to paint the jars, but that was too much work. So then I just made a regular label for it, but now I mostly sell them in these bags. But it's just a tool. We need a lot of tools out here while we doing the work. You feel me? How you
Absolutely.
doing the work, but you don't got the tools to help you, and you need a variety of tools, because you're building different things and everything is different. You know what I'm saying? So that's another thing that helped me. Like, I just started navigating to everything that was positive, everything that was uplifting. I stopped watching garbage TV. I stopped listening to garbage, and I'm not to disrespect anyone's TV shows or anyone's music, but
Right.
garbage music that's not
Right.
giving me life, shows that are I'm not going to watch a dramatic show about Black people and their drama if I want to have a dramatic free life. Do you feel me? Like I don't want to put that.
Absolutely.
I don't want to do that. So it's like a freaking detox. Like you just detox yourself from all things that are not serving your highest purpose. Mostly so you can reset and refresh. I had to do a lot of that. But anyways, I forgot where we was at. So I'm sorry, I'm
No,
going off
you
on this
good. You
tangent.
in the vein. You in the vein. Doris,
Usually I'm
Doris said,
interviewing people on my show. I'm like, you talking a lot, motherfucker.
that's
It's
what
okay.
that's what it is. It's a talk show. That's what we all here to
Okay.
do is talk. And it is
All right.
blessing the
And I
people.
and I
That's
love your
what it's
background, by
about.
the way.
Excuse me?
I love your background.
Oh,
You
thank
can't
you.
see,
Thank
but
you.
I got on my yellow.
Okay. All right. All
I
right.
hope I was naked on here. That's why we getting so many views. I'm like, she
Uh,
naked.
and then you talked about, so I love the way, so you what you talk speaking of is your transformation, right? When you get the time, when you get the opportunity, check out Dr. Miles Monroe as well, if you're not already familiar with him.
Okay,
He
not familiar. I'll check him out.
Yes, but on a transformation journey, this is we do have to feed ourselves positivity, and every word that is spoken out of our mouth gives life. It's
Yep.
gonna manifest. Whatever you speak will manifest, good, bad, ugly, or
Yeah.
indifferent. So why not speak life? Why not speak love? Why not
Why
speak
not? You
prosperity?
feel
Why not speak
me?
joy? Why not speak prosperity and happiness? Why not?
And here in the thing is like the more you do that, the more natural it becomes. So it's gonna just be a natural, it's just gonna be so natural for you to speak that way. It's gonna be so natural for you to attract yourself to all those great things that you're speaking. Sometimes we'll be on our journey and we'll be saying our affirmations. We don't even believe what we're saying, first of all. That's a whole nother thing.
Oh,
And
right.
and sometimes then we'll be frustrated because, oh, I said I was going to do this and the other, but it didn't come out like that. But sometimes it's I'm sorry.
No, you fine. We got Sincerely
Sometimes,
Healing in here. Says hi. Hi, Sincerely Healing. Welcome in
oh,
the room.
hi, beautiful sister. Thanks for stopping by. But but yeah, with like yeah, we have to. I always say whatever you say, it goes out before you, and you catch up to it. You gonna catch up to it, and you. Here's the thing: you can say something about something, but it's not that something that it could be something else that's on the same frequency as that something you said about that
You
you're gonna catch up to. So it's not
didn't say that.
necessarily, oh, Bob did this, so I'm gonna get Bob. It's gonna come back from Bob. No, it might come from Tim over here. I don't know where Bob and Tim came from, but so yeah,
Absolutely. That's a
peace,
real
life.
that I don't think too many people take that into consideration. Welcome in, Miss Black Nevada. Oh, she said absolutely. Yes, ma'am.
Miss Black Nevada. She's so
Mhm.
fire. You got to get her on an interview.
All right. Well, I'm gonna be in your DMs, Miss Black Nevada.
Yes, slide in, slide in.
Most definitely. We have so woo, this is a lot. This is a lot that we are basically unpacking though, Miss MVP. You have, I mean, you done brought some holes, some light to a lot of different situations. So my
I
question is,
appreciate that.
this is one thing that I really, really admire is your crown.
Okay.
Because it
Oh,
speaks volumes to who you have come in, who you've become comfortable being. You become comfortable with
yes,
your identity. So like I'm like that right there is like that's fire. That's
yes,
fire. That's
yes.
right.
You know,
Wear your crown.
it started with just my birthday. My birthday, I'm wearing my crown. Then it started with my birthday month. It kept going on. Then it was like, well, I'm wearing it all Pisces season,
You
Pisces gang gang. But then I was like, I could just wear it every day. And let me tell you something. I have a whole like little philosophy. So when it's your birthday, right?
mm-hmm.
People celebrate you. People you know, Facebook, everybody, happy birthday, happy birthday. But when you wear your crown every day, the people you don't know will celebrate you You get so many compliments. Everybody's talking to you. It's your birthday. People treat you different for whatever reason when it's your birthday. So when you
Right.
walk around and like it's your birthday every day, first of all, if it's your birthday every day, you can't age because it's the same day every day. Okay? That's deep. Second of all,
Absolutely.
you know it's the same day. But people really respect the crown.
Exactly.
They really, really do. And I don't have any problem like receiving that respect and receiving that love. And why not give people the opportunity to celebrate you? A lot of people be like, it's your birthday. I'd be like, no, I'm just celebrating life. I'm born. You know what I'm saying? And so even beyond just being your birthday, now sometimes when I go like flying in the airport, they see me with my crown. They be like, oh, it's your birthday. I'll be like, I'm still celebrating. That way I'm being truthful. But then they give
Right.
me little free snacks and stuff because it's my birthday. You know what I
Right.
mean? So in addition to just crowning yourself and to just reminding yourself who you are, I feel like we
Yes.
all should wear a crown. And
Hmm.
it's not like, oh, a queen as a status symbol. It's a
Right.
queen as an embodying an energy, being
That
a frequency, treating yourself a particular way, not even necessarily having the freaking other people treat. It's about how you treat you. They just gonna reflect it. You can't help that. You can't help the reflection.
oh, come on, you see that take
You
me to a
feel me?
whole nother that's a whole nother topic right there. Like, oh, MVP. Let me oh my God.
I'm
You
sorry.
said what? You got run that back. Run that back.
What did I say? I said it's not about just you crowning yourself. I mean, it's about you crowning yourself, but also how you treat yourself. It's about recognizing who you are every day. I gotta put this crown on. That means I'm looking at my head, I'm touching my head, I'm reminding myself of me. I'm embodying the ideal of a queen, but it's not like I'm the queen over you, I'm the queen over the land. I'm the queen over motherfucking me. You feel me? Like
Period. Come
I
on.
I
Come
made
on.
myself who I'm is. Me.
You have
I
embraced
decided.
it. Like it's so many people walking around here who do not know their identity. Identity is key. Like our
Yeah.
power is in us knowing who we truly are and
Yes.
embracing it.
Yes.
So we
But it's
got
all
okay.
right because it's all right if they don't know because they just on the part of their journey where they don't know. We was all on that part of our journey at one point where we didn't know, we didn't have a clue. But you
Absolutely.
have grace for the journey because that's still a soul living an experience to become their greatest version. It's
Come
a blessing.
on. Come
It's a
on.
blessing.
Doris said, that's so good. And then Miss Black Nevada said, I always expect your crown to be on every time I see you, MVP.
I love you so much, sister. Yeah, sometimes if I go to a place frequently and then like if I don't have it on for some reason, because some days I just don't have it on for whatever reason, they be like,
Hmm.
where your crown at? I be like, I'm still queen, mother suckers. But yeah,
Yeah,
people get used to it. They get used to you being you and just crowning
right.
yourself,
You're authentically,
I was
unapologetically you.
give thanks. And I'm still waking up to myself. I'm still like becoming as we all are, but
Right.
I couldn't be more satisfied. I feel this time like in my life, I just feel so much satisfaction for everything that I'm doing and everything that I'm like being open to. Like I can't I'm too grateful, like I'm too blessed. Like, hey, that's shout out to the Falcon. That's my brother I was telling y'all about earlier.
All right. He said, I know who you are. Welcome in the
You
room, Falcon.
put him on your
welcome, welcome.
list too for an interview.
Hmm?
I said put him on your list too for an interview.
All right, I'm getting to this Falcon.
Do you
Falcon.
interview men or just women?
Absolutely, men and women, because
Okay.
we all need each other. So what
Yes,
my
we do.
goal is to build community, a safe space where we can come because and just heal and speak our truth and share our testimonies and empower one another.
Yes. I gotta turn my
Absolutely.
fan on.
Miss Nevada, I have have to go. However, I want to send my love. Congratulations to all your success. And I love you guys. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you, Miss Black
Peace,
Nevada, for stopping
peace
through.
and
We appreciate the
love.
love. Thank you for the support and the love, boo. All right, all right. So we have that's I'm like,
I'm so happy to have this opportunity because, like I said, I'm usually the one interviewing people, and and it was so, that's just why I love this life experience, because the very shortly before you asked me to do this, I was thinking, like, I really want to tell my story more, because I feel like
mm,
I don't talk about like where I came from and what I've been through. You mother suckers see me as, oh, Miss Sunflowers and Sunshine, but
come on.
I didn't grow to these sunflowers and sunshine, without a past me. And the past me wasn't always nice. So I have been reborn again, mother suckers.
But the thing
I
about
feel
it, it's
like
a process.
yeah,
It's
it is a
process and
process.
it's transformation. And that's what you know what? That's what I was going to share is that we are all, when you spoke of reflections, we are all reflections of each other, right? So if it's something that I see in you that I don't like, that's something about myself I need to work on. So
Yep.
instead of being so quick to judge each other, okay, instead of being so quick
Yes.
to judge each other, let's do some self-reflection and find out what work we need to do on ourselves
Yes.
and support one another and operate in some more love and peace and
Yeah.
understanding.
It's such a freaking, at first it wasn't always as beautiful to me, because that's the shadow work. Because now, okay,
Ooh,
I got this information that what I don't like about you, I got to look inside of me. So now I kind of feel away. But after a while of really just checking yourself and going within, when I come across something that make me feel away, I just start laughing at myself, because I'm like, okay, mother sucker, that's all you.
right.
So what does that mean? Like, but I don't take it as serious as I did and be irritated. I just laugh. Like, if I judge somebody, most of the time I don't, but sometimes I'll be judging the mother sucker, like, mother sucker, like, what? But then I have to look at myself, and I just laugh and I just chuckle, because it's a beautiful reflection. It's not ever
It,
about what's outside of you. You
exactly.
gotta you have to learn, like, that it's all you. Like,
Right.
you just have to accept that and, like, have responsibility. And the word responsibility, when we hear it, we're thinking like, oh, you gotta do your chores and go to work and do your bills. But it's your ability to respond to life. That's why
Right.
it's stop judging you. He's so funny. It's he's so funny. You know when I judge you though, because I'll tell you to your face. Like
See
them
that
carrot dogs. I was judging
part.
Falcon with them carrot dogs. But but yeah, so it's so beautiful, and I feel like we make life hard, but we've also been trained up particular ways with particular beliefs, and
Yes.
I feel like that that has a part in it. But if you're just open to having a different perspective, if you're
Oh,
open
that's
to just evolving and just showing grace and compassion for your neighbor, you want to save the world, but you don't even know who your neighbor is right next door to you. You feel me? I believe
absolutely
everything starts like where we're at. And we have the ability to shift our life for the betterment of ourselves. But when we change, everything around us changes,
right.
because when we change, our reflection has to change with us. It's the law.
And sometimes it exposes those who choose not to change.
Yeah. And then you have
And
a choice. You have a choice what to do.
absolutely.
Do you want to stay around this energy, or do you want to move around?
Absolutely. Well,
And
we got
don't judge the ones that's still doing their shadow work. Don't judge them. Just say,
Absolutely.
okay, we're on different levels now, bro. Peace out.
It,
You know what I'm
like,
saying?
ooh, yeah, like now ain't the time. Give me some space. I'm gonna give you some space
Use some space, right?
because we can't be right
Exactly.
here. We can't. Yeah, your access is denied right now. Okay.
Yeah. And don't take
So,
anything personal.
mm,
People do what they do because it's who they are.
right,
It's
right,
not because who you are. Like when I said like don't make it about anybody outside of yourself, it's like that same kind of instance. Like you know how they say like narcissistic people, they make everything about them.
right,
And I feel like we're all narcissists because if you make what someone does about you, like your friend didn't come to your event, so now you feel away, you making their choice about you, and it's not about you. It's about them and what was best for them at that time. And I feel like the more we allow grace for people to do what's best for them and don't make it about us, that's freedom right there.
yeah, that is freedom.
Like you there's no pressure. Why are we pressuring people to change or to do something so we feel better?
That's
That's the
true. Now, you know
that's
what
the
that brings
that's
to
the old
mind
way.
is one book called The Four Agreements, and that is one of the agreements in that book. Never
Oh,
take anything personal.
nice. It's a fact. That's
Absolutely. And you
the
spoke
biggest
about
lessons I
shadow
learned.
work. Right. You spoke about shadow work and you spoke about, so that brought to mind like the thought processes and then sometimes how people operate from their subconscious programming, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
if they're not even aware that they're behaving a certain way because they're
Yep.
operating from that old programming. But once you
Right.
start to reprogram that old programming, that process right there.
You home free. Oh yeah,
Absolutely.
that's a whole nother thing. Like that whole I'm still reprogramming. One of the first things I ever realized I wanted to stop saying was the word try. I'm trying to do this.
Mm.
I'm trying to do that. This was 2016. I had a epiphany like, oh, you gotta stop saying try. You gotta but even to this day, I still say it. I catch myself and then I like
Hmm.
reframe it, but it shows you how deep that programming is, what how much we could be just on automatic and not consciously in the moment choosing based on the moment. A lot of us make our choices based on the past, not
Exactly.
based on right now. Like, oh man, I got in an accident on my bike. Now I don't want to ride a bike anymore. Now every year somebody's like, "Hey, you want to ride this bike?" But you're still in your past trauma from falling off your bike. You're like, "No, I can't do that." So that's just something you got to ask yourself when you're making decisions or when you're thinking about what you want to do in life. Do you really want to do that? But you say you don't because you got a fear, you got a something you're dealing with that's making you afraid of that. Maybe you really want to go on stage and talk and be a speaker, but maybe you got on stage one time and they laughed at you. So now you're like, no, I don't want to do that, but you really do want to do it. But your fear from what happened when you were 8 years old is so ingrained in you that
Hmm.
you don't make that choice. Or the thoughts that you keep thinking about that. Sometimes I feel like that's what happens. Like we'll have a situation and instead of letting it go and moving forward, we replay it again and again. And all that's doing is programming you again and again. And we stay there. Like when you're a little kid, you know how little kids fight, but then like 5 minutes later, they're just back playing again. They don't even remember they just fought.
Right. Right.
And I feel like we grow out of that being so present in the moment that we forget what happened, but we'll stay in our trauma. We'll stay in whatever is is not, benefiting us, and then we can miss out on whatever it is we might want to do because we're living in the past instead of making a decision based on either where we want to go or where we are now.
It's so beautiful to be because I'm so grateful and thankful that I'm in a place now where I'm more self-aware. So it is
Yes. Hey.
so beautiful to be like in the moment, right? And then you catch yourself. You catch the things. You catch that little attitude you got. You catch, you
Yes.
catch those things, and you have that ability to shift in the moment. Like, no,
Yes.
that was wrong. Ooh,
Yes.
I forgive you for that, Dorcas. You
Yes.
know that was wrong, but don't. Yeah, catch it, catch it. You need work in
Yes.
that area. You need some work.
And
It,
that's so beautiful. That's a
yes.
beautiful space to be in because self-awareness, I feel like is the goal. It's not about becoming the perfect you. It's just be aware
Mm-mm.
of who you are so you can become as you're becoming in the best way you can become. You
Exactly,
know?
because you know
You feel
those
me?
shifts have to happen. The
They
shifts
have
have
to
to
happen.
happen. They gotta but you gotta be able to be. You gotta be pliable. You gotta be
Yeah.
you surrendered to it. Like like,
Yes.
do you really want it? Do you want the change? Are you embracing the change? Like that's where the
Yes.
beauty comes in when you choose to continue to thrive, to continue to keep becoming your highest, greatest, best. Ooh,
Yes.
that's so
Always.
good.
Self-love
Woo!
is the best love.
Yes. Yes. Doris
Yes.
said
Yes.
yes. Oh, thank you.
Yep.
Thank you. Thank you. Doris said great interview. Mama came in the room.
Thank
Hey,
you, Doris.
mama.
Hey, Mama. Aw.
Yes.
Love that.
Well, okay. What like woo. All right. Yes, this is good. Thank you so much. Thank you so let's give
Thank you.
MVP a round of applause. Thank you so much. You have been an absolute blessing to this platform. I just want to say thank you. And I
Thank you.
appreciate you for coming on and being transparent and vulnerable and all the things of the things and being blessings to the people. So I'm going to
Yes.
like when this gets out. So the thing about it is having this opportunity for us to sit and talk. I feel like it should happen more. I feel like
Yes.
people don't sit down and have real conversations because they're so guarded and embarrassed and thinking or concerned about what somebody gonna think. But no, we
Oh,
all in the
no.
process.
I appreciate the opportunity and I would love to come back even more and just talk. I mean, I got some things that's embarrassing, but I'm not embarrassed no more, because we grow and we learn. And I feel like they might try to make us feel like, oh, you shouldn't make mistakes or oh, you did something wrong. But that's that's the life experience. Get over it and you
Exactly.
want to be better, go be better.
Absolutely. And some
I
and
put
look, and this is I don't want this to come off the wrong way, but my sometimes I just this is I'll say this. This
okay.
is my prayer that people will have the ability to not want to take secrets to their grave, but take the seeds of those secrets and plant them in someone else so that they can grow in the healing. Ooh,
Yes.
come
And when
on.
I come back, I want to talk about that. I want to I have a there was a secret that was held from me for all my childhood. I would love to come
Mm.
back and talk about that.
Ooh, yeah, because secrets, that's a whole nother.
That's a whole nother thing. But I pulled a message out of my message bag for us
Okay.
and I'm gonna read it and I know you're gonna laugh with me because it resonates. It says, "The world is my mirror. I see myself reflection."
Yeah. You said they be on time.
They be on time all the time.
They
I don't
be
even know.
the, you couldn't make that up.
Not
You
at
could not
all.
make that up. So
That's
let the
live,
people
baby,
know,
live.
period. So let the
Okay.
people know where they can find you at MVP.
Oh, you guys, you can find me all over the internet. I'm at MVP Speaks on all streaming platforms. Please go follow me, follow my pages like on YouTube, because I'm gonna really start doing more on my YouTube channel. I have 2 meditations up already that are
Oh,
pretty fairly new, so go check those out. It's MVP Speaks. I'm also going to be releasing some other meditative or affirmation tracks as well on my YouTube. You can find me all over Las Vegas hosting and performing. Um, Follow my Instagram. That's the one that I put mostly all the events on.
nice. Okay.
What else? Yeah, just you can hit my Cash App, MVP Speaks 999. cash at me anytime.
All right.
You like my rhyme because I'm so fine and divine.
What? Come on, let's
but
go.
but yeah, so
Period.
this has been a great experience. I feel so happy to just be able to express myself fully and share some of my experiences. I can't wait to go back and re-listen to it and
Mhm.
take my own notes from myself because I am my best
Mhm.
teacher and my best student. So thank you for
Absolutely.
everything. I'm forever grateful. And I'm just blessed and I'm happy that we're here and you're blessed too because you are my reflection and I am yours. So thank you.
Oh, let's give it up. Yeah. Appreciate you for life, Queen. Appreciate you for life. Y'all know it.
For
Y'all know
life.
what. Y'all know what's next. I love you to life, but Jesus died for you, and don't you never forget it. Till
Never
next
forget it.
time, Beauty for Ashes Design.
Peace.